Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Captain's Corner. It's me, Captain Firefox, and we're here again in another installment of World of Warships. Today, we're looking at the Tier 5 Japanese cruiser, the Furutaka. I'm sure I butchered the name, but hey, we're Texicans, so we call it the FuryTaco anyways. Now, about this ship, it's your typical Japanese cruiser. A lot of its damage is going to come from your torpedoes. It's fairly fast. Turning circles sucks, not gonna lie. Your main guns are decent. You're not gonna do a ton of damage with them, but it does have that nice little scout plane. It's something else to tinker with. It's another button to push, make you feel important while you're fighting. The AA is adequate, we'll call it that. Actually, kind of sucks for a Tier 5 cruiser. You're in your Omaha and the American line, and it's so much better. The Furutaka, its strength lies in its torpedoes. You've got 2 torpedo tubes with 3 torpedoes each. They're on a turret, so you can shoot them to both sides, which is nice compared to the Americans. Look how fast they are, 63 knots. It's nice. Your range starts off at 6 kilometers, which is less than your destroyers, but it's really nice for that oops moment when you turn around the corner and you're facing a bunch of bad guys, because torpedoes always make them turn around, especially the big guys. They turn around real quick and get their guns off you. And yeah, you're in a Japanese cruiser, yeah, your guns are slow, but they're somewhat faster than the battleship's guns, so you should be able to put fire down range before they can put it on you. Here's your main battery. Rate of fire 3.5 rounds per minute, not stellar, not terrible. You're 180 degree turn times, 45 seconds. That's a lot, especially for the cruisers. That's almost battleship time there sometimes. Your damage, it's not stellar. Again, the Japanese line, their torpedoes are what does the damage. You can see what your damage is per torpedo. 14,600 max. That's phenomenal. And that's what makes the Japanese so dangerous. And it's another element you have to think about when engaging them. Playing them, it's really nice to be able to shoot them off, even if you don't expect to hit the guy, to get them to turn around and take their guns off of you. It's almost invaluable. And it's something that I'm going to miss on the Tier 6 line of the Americans, because only the Phoenix and the Omaha have them on the American line. So once you get into the Tier 6, you don't have torpedoes anymore. Which, I suck at torpedoes, so it's not that big of a loss, but it is nice to be able to shoot them and make the other guys think about it. But here, the ship is fast, it's a cruiser, doesn't have a ton of hit points, doesn't do a ton of damage. The torpedoes are its main strength. It doesn't look bad. You're starting to get into that modern-esque mode. It doesn't have the giant steamship-looking mast in the middle with smokestacks or whatnot. You're starting to look somewhat World War II modern. But yeah, this looks a lot better at higher resolution, but I can't record and play the game at high resolution with this crappy video card. But, it is what it is. That's enough of me yapping. Let's see what this baby can do in battle. I hope you enjoy it, and, yeah, we'll see you on the other side. Hello again, everybody. We're in the Furutaka today, or the FuryTaco as we like to say down here in Texas. It's another domination match. We've got the A, B, and C. You get 3 points per second, I guess, for each one your team holds. Usually I like to go with the pack, but I'm doing something a little different here and going against the grain, and I'm going to be all by myself over there, it looks like. I started off on the west side of the map and said, screw it, let's go. Luckily a destroyer, maybe 2, started heading that direction, so I'm not completely alone. I luck out and the majority of their team goes to A, so it's not that bad for me over at C. Could have been worse, and I can't tell you how many games I've done this and ran into the entire fleet while the rest of my fleet was over there shooting one person. But hey, it's luck of the draw, I guess. I like these domination matches. I wish that maybe the point total was higher, because some of them do end pretty quick where you still have 6-7 ships on each team. This one doesn't end that way, but there's been many that do. So, being that it's in beta, it's something I hope they change, because it really is depressing when you're in a great battle. It's evenly matched. You still got a bunch of ships left. You're just kind of spread out apart. You can't really shoot anybody right now, and then the match ends because you get the points. It's kind of a killjoy at times, but yeah, hopefully that's something that they'll change. There's a lot of little things. The more I play it, the more I see little things like that I'd like to see changed. And you know, we're going to open beta soon, so hopefully we'll see some changes coming. The biggest change being the Colorado. That ship is just horrible. I think I've mentioned it before, but it's just god awful. So anyways, back to this match. Just launched my scout plane. I'm coming up here to see, and I haven't really found anybody yet, and that makes me nervous because, yeah, there's always someone there. I see this lone cruiser, and I start wetting my chops because I believe it's a St. Louis, and poor guy's just gonna die. I'm actually shooting AP here, which is new for me in cruisers. Usually if I'm in a cruiser, I'm shooting HE. But with this last patch, update, whatever you want to call it, they gave AP a little bit of a boost and allegedly nerfed HE. I don't see it. But, if I'm high tier, which I was in this game, I will shoot AP in a cruiser. And I believe I get some pretty good shots off in this match. So, and the poor guy just ran afoul of the destroyers and torpedoes. I was lined up for a torpedo salvo at this point, but he's so close to dying, I didn't feel like wasting him. So I just keep shooting him, and of course, as is the norm, someone steals my kill, but hey, he died, that was that. That's what matters anyways. And there he goes, right when I shoot again. But he's dead. We got C, and all's well. The other members of our team have captured B, and as far as I can tell, I've got nothing between me and that cruiser down there by B. So I'm going to actually cut across the middle of the map here, which is something I would usually do, not something I suggest doing, because usually you'll run into all sorts of gunfire from places all over the map. But again, I'm top tier here. I'm feeling kind of bulletproof, so I just kind of go for it. Still got my other cruiser and destroyer with me, and I even have a torpedo bomber flying overhead for whatever reason. So I'm feeling pretty good at this point. We've killed 2 of their ships to their, killing 1 of ours, and we have 2 caps to their 1. So at this point, the battle's going pretty well. Life is good. This Kuma here, I know it's got torpedoes, so I'm going to try to keep a little bit of range on it. Like I have torpedoes as well, but I try not to rely on them because I'm really not any good with them. If I hit, it's usually on accident. But it is what it is. These long-range shots aren't my strong suit either. I'm definitely more of a brawler, which is why I'm better in battleships than I am anything else. And I just keep shooting and missing. Ammo's free at this point, so anyway, why not? It'll be interesting to see if they decide to, kind of like in World of Tanks, where you have a certain amount of shots of each kind that you can shoot. That'd be interesting to see if they end up doing that. I'd love to see them do that with torpedoes. That way people aren't just spamming them like crazy. Give them a limited amount of torpedoes and they have to think about pulling that trigger every time they do. But I don't design the game, I just play it. This poor guy, he's being shot at by all sorts of folks. He's running back towards his friends. He was out there by himself for a while, but now he's trying to head back. Another battleship back there that he could probably shoot me if he wanted to. Kind of thinking that their carrier's going to be out there because, I mean, there's nothing between me and the edge of the map, and I'm seeing those torpedo bombers over there. So I'm debating at this point whether I want to go over there or not. I'm still putting some crap damage on the Kuma. But I'm starting to kind of go back on the backside of that little island down there, thinking that maybe that's where the carrier's going to be hiding, while still getting some decent damage in, trying to at least. And I hit the citadel in the back of this ship. Hey, whatever. It's beta. That is one good thing about AP over HE, is that you do have that
that high damage potential that the HE just doesn't have. With HE, you have the chance of setting him on fire and having a ton of damage that way. And there he is. There's the carrier. I decided to switch over to HE here just because I'm feeling very alone right now. And if this guy gets some more fighters off, or bombers, he's going to make my life difficult. I'm so used to being in that battleship where I can just kind of say, and take whatever damage he dishes out because I can repair it and increase my hit points. But I don't have that. I'm in a cruiser. So I'm going to try to set him on fire and knock out his airplanes. If I could just hit it. I mean, it's a Langley. I know it's not fast. So I feel like I'm pretty locked in right here. Yeah. Not the best shot in the world. I'm going to knock out a AA gun, I guess. Yippee! Not quite sure how my guns got so off. But hey, whatever. I'm going to send some torps down range. Pretty sure he's out of range, but I don't know why I did that, honestly. Maybe I thought the range was more than they actually are. Did set him on fire. He had to repair it, so if I can get him again, he's done. There we go. This should be it for him. It's just a matter of time now before he does. I think my torps might have actually had a shot at hitting him if the range didn't stop like 2 kilometers before they got to him. Like I said, I'm not any good with torpedoes. Can't keep up with the ranges, and I always forget to look before. There's another cruiser coming to save his carrier, but he's not gonna get there in time. This dude's dead, and he knows it. Just a matter of time. I think at this point the fire is gonna finish him off before I get the next shot off. But a burning carrier is a pleasant sight, isn't it? There he goes. He's dead. Never even got a ship. Yeah, wave of bombers off on me. Is this that same Kuma I was shooting at earlier? It is props to him for staying alive that long. This is that same destroyer that I was with earlier. He's been kind of shadowing me the whole time. He's been doing a pretty good job of bringing up the rear. I hate the smoke screen too. That's another thing I would change. It always seems. Oh hey, there goes another Citadel hit, and I get the kill. The smoke screen. Whenever I use it, it still seems like everybody can see me, but whenever the other team uses it, I can't see a battleship in it. I don't really know how that works, but that seems to be the way it goes. At this point, we're outnumbered. The points are in our favor, but it looks like they're about to go cap. But here the other team does something pretty stupid. They see that carrier up there on our team, and they all start going that way. They're all gunning for him. They're forgetting about me and the destroyer, and they're going for it. And our carrier just knocked out one of their battleships, which boosted us 100 points. So now the game is pretty much won at this point. But it is just me, the destroyer, and our carrier versus 2 battleships and 2 cruisers. So they could very well win this, especially if they knock out our carrier, which, looking at the minimap, that cruiser should knock out our carrier pretty quick. So I'm trying to get the battleship's attention at this point. I have the ability to take damage more than that destroyer does. The destroyer is harder to hit, so let's see. What is this battleship going to do? Yeah, he's shooting at me. Yeah, ouch. Good thing about this FuryTaco is whenever you get some turret knocked out, it's only 1 gun. Each turret has one gun on it, so it's not that big of a deal.
Our victory is in sight.
Is he? The secondaries are on the destroyer. You hear my little destroyer, buddy, laying out that pain. See, that guy knows how to play on the destroyers. I don't. And this is the result you get. Look at this. He hits them with all 6 torpedoes. That's beautiful. That's beautiful right there. Well done, sir. That's funny, actually. Said it as I typed it. Okay. So at this point, feeling pretty good. That New York is on full health, so it's still anybody's game at this point. And this is what I'm talking about with the point score. This would be a phenomenal ending if this went all the way out. Both of those crews are on little health. I'm pretty much full health. My destroyer's pretty much full health. They got a battleship at full health. This could be great if it's led to play out all the way. But it's a domination, so it's not. We've won this game already. I'm stupid here. We both should have turned around and gone the other way and not got killed to win for sure. But I smell blood. I want it. And yeah, this is great. I think I dodged all their rounds here, and I'm not usually one to dodge rounds, so I feel pretty good about myself at this point. Just dodge and piloting the cruiser like a destroyer here. Yeah, this game is over at this point. I'm just trying to get as much damage as I can before the timer runs out. And the destroyer's doing the same thing. He knows he's done. The game's over. That's why he's shooting that far out. He's just trying to get some damage, get some experience, and some credits. I'm on fire. I don't care. Let's see if I can get one more. Oh, nope. Game over. Look at this. It's a good feeling. 206,000 credits, 3,500 experience, and did pretty good. Topper experience again. That's for me in a cruiser. That's pretty good. Now, I kind of used both HE and AP in this, and the damage is pretty much the same. When you put the fire and HE damage together, it's almost identical to the AP per shot. So I'm still not convinced one way or the other, but yeah, that was that. And that's a wrap. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you really enjoyed it, please do subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.